If I had to pinpoint the exact root cause for a lot of my success in building out funnels and scaling my online coaching businesses, it is the fact that I know how to read data. If you cannot predict exactly how a funnel is going to end up, if you cannot predict the end result of a funnel before you even start, then either you're running with a completely new offer or you just don't have the right tools and the right skill set in order to scale this system predictably. And so what I'm going to show you is the exact tool that me and all of my clients use for us to predictably track and forecast the outcome of our businesses month after month after month, and it's how we've seen consistent growth every single month that we have run this. Okay, so what I'm going to walk you through is actually what we call the funnel simulator. It's a system that every single one of my clients gets, and they do get access to this regardless of their paid advertisement strategy or their organic content strategy. It works for both. And I'm going to start with organic because it's very, very simple. Okay, if you are running with a setter or you are doing things completely solo, oftentimes I get asked the question, how many DMs should I be sending in order to ensure that I'm maximizing my sales success, maximize the ROI that I'm getting out of things? And I don't tell them a number, and that's because it should actually be reverse engineered from your intended cash collecting goal every single month. For example, if you wanted to collect $10,000 of cash this month, right? And your average order value, depending on your offer, is roughly, I don't know, let's say $3,500, okay? There are 30 days in the month, and your conversion rates, these are just historic averages because the system knows the test data that I've put into it. But let's say your convo to booking ratio is roughly, I don't know, 40%. Let's load that, 35%. And your pitch to booking percentage means you've pitched the call, how many times people actually book. Let's say that's 88%. And the number of qualified bookings, right? The number of people that show up that are actually qualified is maybe 75%. Okay, and your show up is pretty high at 90%, and your close rate is pretty average at 33%. Okay, what that would mean is that I now know from our required activity, which is right here, how many conversations I need to have every single month, and that's 37. How many pitches I need to have a month, and that's 14.6. How many calls I need to have booked, that's 12.8. How many calls the closer, or I need to take, that's 8.7. How many conversations a day, that's 1.2, right? That is a fantastic number, meaning that, either our numbers are inflated or, our goal is too low, right? If we are operating at a 75% qualified booking rate, our pitch to book is 88%, and our conversation to book is 35%, and our close is 33%, probably we should be aiming at a higher goal. We're probably already at $10,000 a month, okay? Because if you're only having one conversation per day, you should 100% be hitting your KPIs and then therefore hitting that cash goal, okay? You could also be doing forward check, their daily convos. It just projects the closes from an actual daily volume. For example, you can put a number like 40, and you can have projected book to be 420, projected sales not in the 3.6, and a projected revenue of 327 or 327,000 based on 40 daily convos. And so that's just projection for as future reference, okay? And so this operates off of two different principles, right? Number one is reverse engineering. How can we take our end goal and work back to understand the inputs to get that intended output, okay? And number two is quality data, okay? We can only make these assumptions if our percentages, if our assumptions are correct. We can only make the output, right, in line with what we're actually going to hit if these conversion rates are actually correct, okay? Which is why it is so important that every single one of my employees, of our sales reps, those people on our team and the people on my clients' teams, we manage them to ensure that we're tracking KPIs every single day. I want to track their outreach. I want to track exactly how many calls they're booking, how many calls we're closing, how many conversations we're having, right? Ensuring that we're keeping track of all of this very granularly and set benchmarks, right, is why we've seen so much success. And it's how we're able to actually scale predictably and not continue to throw darts blindfolded and really move the needle knowing exactly what we're doing every step of the way. Now, if you are a little bit more advanced and you're not running just a DM funnel or an organic content funnel, I'm going to show you how you can do this exact same thing using the funnel simulator for a paid VSL. Okay, so our system also allows us to build and integrate our custom funnels into the system, and so it can track the historic averages from specific systems, specific funnels that we have connected to the OS. Okay, and so what our clients do is they literally track their daily ad spend, or they set as a projection. So for example, if we say our next 30-day spend for this funnel is going to be, I don't know, $1,000 every single day. Okay, and our initial cost per click was how much money we're spending to get a click onto this ad and a click onto the website is roughly, let's say, $3. Okay, and our landing page conversion rate, which is a landing page viewer to a lead, that conversion rate is roughly, let's say, 5%. Okay, giving the sales funnel test data here, right? We're sitting at a net negative. And so instead, we're going to set our call booking rate to, 30%. Our show rate is going to be a little bit lower. We're going to set it to be 65%. Close rate can be a little bit higher, maybe 40%. And our cash per close, which is more or less how much money we're getting every single time we close on an average basis, is going to be, we can leave it at like $2,500. Okay. Our sales team, which is a very important metric to account for, we cannot take home everything. We need to pay off our team. And so let's say our sales team takes roughly 10%. We don't have an operator. We're doing everything ourselves. Our tech stack is roughly maybe $500 a month, or $500 in total. The extra cost, let's say that's zero for now. Our payment processor takes 4% of our take, and there's 30 days in the month, right? That means we can project a monthly net of $53,000 with a monthly revenue of $97,500 because of the daily ad spend and the team percentage that we're taking, which means we have a 3.25 ROAS, right, at 39 sales a month, okay? This is the blueprint, right? This is the exact roadmap. I don't need to go off and guess how the performance of the funnel is going to go well. Instead, I just need to align our performance and our strategy to match the KPIs that I see on the simulator, right? And being able to map this before I actually make any real tangible moves is such a lifesaver, because now I don't need to scale with guesswork, right? Similar to the organic DM funnel tracking, I can use real data, real metrics to influence our behavior moving forward and influence the decisions that we make to scale the business, right? Whether that's paid or organic traffic, okay? This is a really quick video I want to show you because this is exactly the systems that you need to have in place in your business if you want to scale predictably in the online space, coaching or service-based business models, okay? If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, follow the page. And if you want to steal this exact system for yourself, book a time on me and my team's calendar in the booking link down below. There you can learn exactly how we can use this system to scale your business predictably using your own data metrics, using your own KPIs, and doing so using your offer. Okay, so looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Shoot me an Instagram DM if you have any more questions.